Bonjour from Paris. We made it, finally, after waking up at the crack of dawn, making a 5:45 a.m. transfer to the airport, a 9 a.m. flight out of Rome, and finally making it to the city center along the River Seine. We are walking towards Notre Dame. Very fortunate to be able to see this cathedral, given that it unfortunately caught fire a few years ago. Oh, look at the locks. Maybe I should put my TSA flight lock on there. Doesn't really match the aesthetic, but you know, it's a beautiful day. When we were like before we came on this trip, the forecast was showing like rain a majority of the time that we were supposed to be here. Thankfully, it hasn't rained a single drop, at least on us. Time to put some band stickers all over the place. Keeping our eyes peeled for the hunchback, making sure that he stays in his bell tower. And what's cool is that if you look at the cathedral, it's in the shape of...
I need himself a little camera.
Yeah, that's right. It's even cooler in person. Wow. Okay, wow. It's wildly tall. This architecture is insane. All of these sculptures around the front entrance, like around each of the doors or sets of doors. Like, wow. Increíble. I have no idea how to say that in French. I mean, not that anywhere else doesn't have symmetrical artwork and architecture and such, but you can definitely tell being in here. It's just very incredible. It's in Arabic. Yeah, like I said before, it's one of those very larger than life places. Very cool to see all of the art, all of the architecture. So yeah, it's very nice. Walking up to the infamous Shakespeare and Company bookstore. Never heard of it before this trip. A colleague of mine recommended it, so we'll see what we can find inside. So Shakespeare and Company, pretty cool bookstore. Didn't get anything, just got a bookmark made out of leather, recycled leather. Approaching Al Petit Creperie. See what the fuss is about. Came out. Egg, cheese, potato, bacon with lettuce and tomato. The Bomb. Thebomb.org. Oh yeah, that's good. That's very good. The other leader just hit the chat. She was like, so a bunch of my students informed me that they can't eat meat today because it's Friday, they're practicing Lent. I was like, oh, whoops, too late. Pretty good little exploration. After the crepe place, we came down the block. I went to a record store. Most of it was new stuff, but I did find a couple of OG pressings of Daft Punk's Homework and a live 1997, their live album. So pretty cool, especially given that they are from France. Going to another record store just up the way before I hook over to the meeting spot for dinner. I'm gonna try to book it there, do some quick crate digging, see what we can find. No idea what building this is behind me, but it sure is beautiful. Weather has been gorgeous all day. A little sunny, a little toasty at some points when the wind dies down, but I honestly cannot complain. It's been perfecto. The French has really just been struggling for me. I know like 3 words. The thing about French, I don't know what y'all's deal is, but is stuff hard to pronounce. There's too many letters, and I know you don't pronounce every single letter and every single word. So just came from Crocodisc, just south of Notre Dame. Snagged some Megadeth and Rage Against the Machine. Really cool people. Gave them a couple of band stickers. Now to book it to the meeting spot. Should get there on time. It's only about a 7-minute walk, and I'm only about less than 10 minutes from our deadline. I believe we actually said 4:50. Apparently we're gonna get some bouillon or beef bouillon or something along those lines. Never actually had French cuisine, so no big deal though. You know, breakfast in Rome, lunch and dinner in Paris, dinner last night in Rome, dinner tonight in Paris. You know, not a big deal, just living a metropolitan lifestyle. So I'm kind of ranting, so I'll kind of wrap that up. Stay tuned for dinner. All right, now we're going to take a short break and explain some missing footage. So, not sure how it happened, lost a whole day's worth of footage, but in a nutshell, we took a very brief bus tour of some of the major tourist sites in Paris, the Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Tower, stopped at a little cafe for a coffee and a pastry, and then we made our way out to Versailles. We had about an hour guided tour inside the palace, and then we had about 3 hours to grab some lunch, and then whatever remaining time to explore the gardens in the back. Made our way back into Paris proper and had a really awesome dinner at this like underground restaurant that almost looked like it was in a dungeon. It was really cool. Had some pizzas there, or like a French style of pizza. They were almost like flatbreads, but really good. And then we headed down to the Seine and had a nighttime little cruise tour where it took us down towards the Eiffel Tower. We saw it all lit up, and then it was on the bus ride back to the hotel that we decided to forego the next day's worth of excursions, which essentially was just going to be some free time in the Louvre, see the Montparnasse Tower, which gives you a full panoramic view of Paris, and then just free time in the city. We decided to forego all of that, and our group collectively bought tickets to Disneyland Paris. And then that's where the video picks back up. So didn't really miss much, but just enough to warrant me explaining it. So back to the video. Okay, we are in the gates, in the happiest place on earth. At least the happiest place on earth in France. Oh, there's the castle, cool. Tight. All right, we are heading to Big Thunder Mountain. Almost fell. That would not be very happy. All right, here we go. We're about to be on, what ride is this? Something Mountain, right? Wow. All right, here we go again. Dude, very nice.
No selfie sticks, please.
Sorry. All right, whatever mountain that was called was tight. That last little bump really made my back pop. So nice. On to the next one. Yeah. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril, I think is what it's called. Apparently that one and Space Mountain go like upside down. So we're trying to do both. I think we're gonna do Indiana Jones and then take a little lunch break. So yeah, super excited for that. A little upside down moment. It's about to go down. Well, that was a cool little 30 seconds. Not gonna lie, that was really fun, but twice that length of time would have been sick. But the wait wasn't really that long, so pretty tight. On to the next one. Dude, how could you not enjoy being in a place like this? Like, it just brings out the kid in you. Not in like an immature sort of way, but like, you know, don't lose your innocence. Don't be a boring adult. Like, enjoy being in a place like this. I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say, right? If you don't, well... All right, let's check out some Disney swag. This place is way bigger than I thought it was. Okay, so I'm looking at pins, and I have to get the what is it, Wilderness Explorer or Adventure, or, I don't know, I forgot, but you know what it's from. Had a really good lunch over at Five Guys, which I'm very surprised that there is a Five Guys here in Disneyland. Well, just outside the park in the Disney Village. Yeah, very surprised that there's a Five Guys here. I didn't know that that was like an international chain. Honestly, I thought that was funny. Yeah. Anyways, very good burger. Fries were unsalted, which is a big thing here in Europe. You got to put your own salt on the fries. They want you to grade your own level of cholesterol and sodium intake, but very good burger. Everything tasted very similar to how it would back home. We are heading to It's a Small World. Just think about that one scene from the first Lion King when Scar has Timon and Pumbaa locked up in the cages. No, not Timon and Pumbaa, Zazu. Zazu's locked up in the cage And he's like, it's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. Hey, Netherlands. Don Quixote.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's India. Egypt. Let my people go. Oh, that's a little unsettling.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous vous rappelons que les perches assistiques ou toute autre extension pour votre caméra ne sont pas autorisées à bord. Merci.
Good eye, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, we remind you that selfie sticks or any camera extensions are not allowed inside. Thank you.
Sorry.
How they caught you? What a camera.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is in fact a small world after all. We're in the teacups.
We ain't spinning now. Right? Oh, Lord, I don't want to be dead.
Okay, is that okay like this? Okay. Yeah.
You still being disobedient.
Yup, there's strike two. One more, and I'm gonna get the axe. We gotta be careful, we don't want to spill any tea. So these. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah. 100%, 100%. Oh, yeah. I'm so dizzy. That was the perfect thing to let my Five Guys digest. Right here in front of Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain. The vibe of how the ride is built seems very World's Fair, Tomorrowland kind of vibe. Kind of dark in here, you can't really tell. A lot of the stuff is still branded with like the Space Mountain and doesn't look very Star Warsy, but then like you come out here and you see like all of the TIE fighters and all the branding and such. It does seem a little lazy on the part of like the rebranding, but whatever. I've acquired a pet. I chose Zazu as my shoulder partner. Not really a shoulder partner, more of a pectoral partner because I'm wearing a backpack. So have to keep him kind of front and center. Ain't that right, Zazu? It's a small world after all. Come, Zazu. This place looks so much cooler as it's like starting to get darker and the lights are starting to come on. Just gonna pop into some stores, do some shopping, get some stuff for the kiddos back home. Not my kiddos, I don't have those. Talking about the little cousins. Had to cop the clean Sorcerer's Apprentice jacket. I'm definitely digging it, so shouts out. Yo, who knew French Buzz Lightyear was a vibe? The claw. The claw will decide who will stay and who will go. He has been chosen. I will have you know that I scored over 1,000,000 points. I am an expert Space Ranger. I was already at like 900,000 at that point, so I don't want to hear it. He's not a Space Ranger! We're about to ride the, I don't even know what this is called, the rocket ride. We're waiting on engines to start. We're refueling right now. Flight attendants prepare for takeoff. We're rolling up on 2,200 hours. All right, sounds like we're about to blast off. This is so tight. This is so tight! Oh, yes. Got Space Mountain behind me back there. Got the castle out that way. And let's take a nosedive. Going down. And going back up. We did it. Crash landing. Well, made it to the airport in Paris. It's been a great trip. No hiccups, no speed bumps, no annoyances. Really good experience in Florence, Rome, and here in Paris. Hope to be back soon in Europe. Gotta go back to the States, unfortunately. So, have a layover in London, so this first flight shouldn't take more than an hour and some change, and then the long haul from there to DFW. So, au revoir, arrivederci. Made it to London Heathrow Airport. Went down to the store and grabbed, I don't know how to pronounce that, Quavers, Walkers, Red Leicester, I don't know, Red Leicester, cheesy curls, Doritos, chili heat wave, and then another Walker's Glorious cheese and onion. Also had to grab some British chocolate when got the Milky Way, and then a Yorkie roll from Nestle. So we don't have any of this in the US. So we'll see how good they are on the flight. I'm gonna save them for a few hours in. Got about 20-30 minutes before we start boarding. Almost home, home stretch. Excellent B-roll. Still waiting. Still waiting. Getting like 3 or 4 bags at a time. Belts are not even moving. We're all still here. Thank goodness I took tomorrow off, because I'll probably still be here tomorrow waiting on my bags. But can't complain. At least it was a good trip. And maybe I'll be home before midnight. One eternity later. Luggage has been located. Family has been located. And scene.